Mada, yep. It's anyone's game, really. I do think Mada does favor the moving games heavily against Gingey, but it is best of 3, so he only gets 1.
Yeah,
so
true.
Anything can happen.
This is the kind of situation where you want to peak in high school. You want to peak first in the first round here, where we start off on moving. So a little bit more pressure maybe for Mada to perform out of the gate.
Let's see how they do. Round 1, game 1, Group D, Gingey versus Mada. Where do we start? Very, very fun location here. Let's get 1-3-6 panorama. The players can move. Let's get right into it. Round 1. This will be distinct India coverage. Both players will know. Maybe on the paint on the sign here, it does say the city or something there that tells them where they are.
The Silk Bazaar.
Vegetation, I do want to go, I think...
Oh, we start off-roading right away.
I think Gingey has a really good guess here.
Man, look how strong that is. And he immediately puts his hand over his mouth just to make sure, but I think he has such a strong suspicion that he wants to believe in it.
Gingey's closer here.
And Mada's up in North India right now, and there's so much pressure on him as the moving player with limited time now that the guess is locked, and that comes in. Gingey is coming out ahead. He was right on it. What do you think gave it away?
Maybe distinct landscape. Maybe he knew something on this sign that read it there, but all in all, I think that maybe was just good region guess.
Oh man, maybe this is the right strategy, right? Meta-wise, it's sort of light with meta. You kind of still always got to put together your best guess, but for Gingey, he knows he's got to put pressure on Mada on the moving round.
Yep, he will probably play these moving games as if it's a no move, especially on rounds like this in mainland Malay. You might quickly scan for a city name, but you won't.
Zoom in. Look, he's going so fast.
Locked in.
Oh my God, that's quick. We're talking about like a 7-second average in these guesses so far for Gingey, and Mada's like, damn it, now I have no time to think. Where should we go? Just north of Ipoh at the moment here for Mada. I don't know if that's that close to where Gingey is. Somewhat now, circling him, and ends up being a bit farther. Loses a couple of points here. I think maybe the concerning point about Mada is just the pressure, the time pressure right now.
The pressure, but you could reverse and say the concerning thing about Gingey is that he could just blunder a quick round.
He's a wild card right now,
It's you live by...
You know where that happens? Canada.
Don't talk to me about Canada.
That's what happens in Canada, okay? That's where people lose thousands of points.
Yep. Maybe we'll see that today. We will see. Round 3, it looks like we're starting off in what looks like...
Are these like very small castles?
Small cat. Potentially, it's the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, you know?
Ah, okay. Yes. Very small castles if you're very small, maybe.
He's instant spinning on him. Mada's not like that.
So quick. Mada's asking for a few extra seconds, man. He just wants to take a look around. But he still found it. He still found it, provided that they're both correct. But either way, they're so close together, shoulder to shoulder. And at least now Mada will take some points back just to show that he can keep up with the pace.
188 points, and he is getting a little bit of a confidence boost there. I don't think he likes Gingey's playstyle here by guessing quick, because Mada will feed off information way better than Gingey will.
Oh, okay. All right.
But what Gingey will feed on is Iceland.
And Iceland has got some new coverage, right?
It does have new coverage, correct, but this will be the old coverage in Iceland. And that's probably better for Gingey, as he's probably one of the players that has memorized Iceland the best. He'll be probably excited to see this.
Where are we on the ring road is the question here. As Gingey will immediately recognize Iceland, go in for the zoom. Mada, I'm sure, knows the same thing, but just wants to be specific about where. And he's already got a little bit more time, but just as he zooms, Gingey locks in, and now it's Mada's turn. And once again, it seems like they've picked at least an equivalent region as Mada starts to traverse slowly west more.
Mada has a sign, Gingey doesn't. Mada's going to line it up, and he does.
Wow, the 5K it's got to be, right? Not 499. No, 5K on the dot for Mada. That's very nice.
Yep.
And more of a confidence thing, right? Not that many points overall, but he shows, as you were saying, Gingey, that he can keep up.
He can keep up, especially when he has information. And that was the first round that he was able to actually obtain information, and he used it that quickly.
Maybe that's scary for Gingey's, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're in rounds like this, urban North American rounds.
Yeah, urban North American rounds, but Gingey loves a North American round.
But they also do have a lot of information that maybe does favor Mada here.
Oh, right.
Round 5.
It's a lot of signage.
Should be Canada. We have a single yellow road line here.
Yeah. We can maybe be body language experts here and see how Gingey feels after locking in his guess. So we see a couple of trucks, and nothing specific just yet, but surely we're just about to get to a clue. They've got plates everywhere.
Yep. We just see hills in the background too, so maybe you lean more towards like an urban.
Yeah, this is the West Coast.
West, like BC.
But we're talking about Canada, maybe it's BC, maybe it's Berta.
250 area code. Do you know Canadian area codes by any chance?
250, I'm going to tell you right now that's BC 100% without a doubt.
Wow. He's the guy.
And we are north of the border here for Gingey. Mada still trying to make sure that he can't 5K it, and with the amount of time that's left over, he can see that Gingey's also trying to go for the most info possible, and I think maybe this is where Mada's confidence grows a bit.
And you can see the difference in playstyle when there is urban rounds. Gingey does
Kelowna. Okay.
Wait, we see Mada go in California.
Whoa, he's going a little bit farther south. It's still sort of NorCal, but Gingey is almost on it. He's correct about Kelowna, and that will pay off big time. 8,300 points.
GG's. Game 1 goes to Gingey.
Wow.
You know, with the hills, it was kind of an inconspicuous BC around there, but what a guess by Gingey.
Man, Kelowna. Did he have a Kelowna something?
Saw something.
Yeah, I saw something, man. His third eye opened right there, and he figured it out. The man from USA conquering Canada.
And getting that first moving game, I think, is big for his confidence, where I think typically he's not really the favorite in moving, but maybe now he is.
Oh, maybe now he is. I mean, that's the thing about moving is like you can kind of be countered with the quick guesses in terms of how much time you have to look around.
Yep. And Mada looking, if he wants to take this, he has to take both the no move and the NMPZ.
Yeah, that'll be tough, but it was never going to be easy. And at least it was a quick round, and still isn't. All right.
Ooh, that was a hype match, Launder.
Seriously.
Google Maps. Who knew?
To kick it off.
All right. Next game, game 2 of the best of 3 here, will be the no move game, which is 1 360 panorama, 10 round limit. Gingey versus Mada.
All right, spin to win.
That's a good one. Spin to win.
Spin to win.
Yeah, copyright that. Trademark it.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be my bang.
Wander's Land is spin to win.
Yeah, it's Wander's Land. That's right. And what will they gamble on in this setting? I mean, are these trees kind of like not Southeast Asia? Oh, but
should be. It's Japan here with a low cam.
Okay, yeah.
But it's interesting because usually you want to be using telephone poles and things like that to reach and guess Japan.
Yeah, because they have all the numbers on the poles, and it looks like. But well, I mean, Gingey's obviously ready to guess at any time and has already zoomed in on near Okinawa, maybe adjusting slightly. Mada still thinking and obviously wishing that he could move a bit. I'm sure they both could, wish they could move a little bit. How are you feeling about the Okinawa?
Yeah, like
region guess here.
You have to trust both of them. They're going south here.
Okay.
But Japan is notoriously a pretty tough country to region guess without the poles. You kind of have to go off different landscapes and things like that. And I think roofs, the architecture. But it is round 1, and we do see Gingey going up north a bit, and that's a great guess by Gingey.
Wow, man, Gingey's showing some teeth now, man. This is pretty solid so far in this matchup. Very clean, especially for a first round.
Second round, keep it going. And
I'm surprised you could score that many points in Japan.
Japan, yeah, it's lethal.
Oh man, this place is it's falling apart a little bit.
Hopefully it doesn't fall apart for either of the players as we move into South Africa. Presumably we do see the stop sign on the left side, indicating they're going to be driving left. Blue Gen 4.
And they can zoom enough to read everything.
Yep, so there is info available on the 360, which is helpful. Usually you don't get too much, but here you do.
Yeah, they do have a lot of good information. Now, but South Africa, I mean, even though it's a big place, it feels like people have been pretty accurate in this region. Is that fair?
South Africa is a pretty distinct country that you could region guess pretty well, especially places like this, urban setting. You probably want to go more north Pretoria. And we do see Mada locking in Joburg.
And this marks the first time I think Mada's gone first.
Yeah,
put some pressure back on Gingey.
We do see Gingey somewhat southwest, so it could be big points if it is Pretoria. It's a safe hedge, but will it pay off?
Okay, we'll see how many points can be gathered here. And it's actually still Gingey who's closer. It was welcome.
Welcome.
We welcome those points.
Yeah. Wow, we're so smart.
God, I loved you.
That's low-hanging
so many
fruit.
pun opportunities, just dad-coded language all day long.
Round 3.
Oh, is this an F1 racetrack?
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Not now. We got the Tuk Tuk F1. That would be
Yo, that would be awesome.
Sign me up for that.
Like E-Tuk Tuk.
Hey, that's low-key.
Yeah, the future.
Mada, ready to lock in here. This will be the Philippines. You do see the Tuk Tuks there. Oh, we do have information on that.
Mission, create and develop linkages and to potential partners, community development. Couldn't read it all.
W script.
That was just too much. Who's reading all that? You know what I mean?
Not nice.
When they're driving. There's a temple here, some Dark Souls statues on the way.
Yep.
Many islands.
Yeah, Philippines is, especially in a round like this, maybe you're using the tuk-tuks. Tuk-tuks are regional.
Philippines is 70% water.
That's a good fact. I believe you.
A cheetah's tail is as long as its body.
Really?
I don't know if I lied about both of these things.
As long as you stay with
I'm
confidence,
just so
you're good.
proud that you believe me.
Wow.
Manila is not the right guess. Mada is a little bit. Oh my God, he's so close. 33,000 damage, 700 points left for Mada.
You have to assume that he read something on that sign that gave him the province, the city, and wow.
Gingey is on it right now. He hasn't lost a single point so far.
He's 700 points away from a 2-0 victory against Mada.
That's mad.
Can he do it here in round 4?
This would boost him in the day-to-day power rankings.
Can't
sleep on Gingey.
Power 4 win would be massive. And this is one of those countries where both players will get it. Okay. So Mada cannot win here theoretically. Technically maybe, but Gingey will not blunder this. We do have the yellow plate indicating this will be Colombia.
Ooh, okay. Little Colo.
So Gingey can pick up 700 points here pretty fairly. Easy, I would say. But it will be hard for Mada to pick up 6,000 points. So Gingey one good region guess away from taking up 2-0.
We just got an update that Emon has won his game 2-0 over on the B stream.
Good updates. I like that we have the updates here.
That's cool. Welcome to the GeoGuessr Red Zone. The updates.
Both players just scanning east of the Andes here, it looks like. Or at least in the Andes. Mada is more east.
Do we have to translate it all?
We do see Mada both players using the sign scanning.
Oh, he's trying to read that, I think.
One player could find it. If technically Mada
coming down for both of them. 10 seconds here as no guesses have been locked in. Gingey trying to protect his perfect score so far, and Mada just trying to stay alive. Medi Ian? This could be life or death, but it's Mada who's closer, and he'll at least spare himself some dignity. 2,000 points, no less. That means not only does he stay alive, but he gives himself a chance to actually win, which seemed like an unrealistic goal coming after last round.
And if you're him, you're happy. You're happy that you just advance to the next round, especially as you get into these late multis. You're hoping for an inconspicuous round that your opponent blunders on.
Yep.
And maybe round 5, this might be the round.
Oh, this is the blunder zone, isn't it?
It looks like it could be the blunder zone.
Why do you even need a ladder to get up that hill?
True. Are you, yeah, that's no move. Let's talk about this, shall we?
Yeah.
No car visible. Makes it a lot harder.
Oh my God, is it in his home country? Is Gingey guessing inside of Mada's home country?
It looks like it could be near Po Valley, but I don't know if it is. Like, it looks weird. I don't know what this is. I thought maybe it couldn't even have been Europe for a second, you know? So like I went through like 3 stages of grief here.
Whoa, okay.
But I think it should be Europe, but maybe not.
Man, well, it better be for Gingey because he is dead center Italy. Just north of Florence, and Mada is scrambling, looking over in Southeast Asia. He's going to click on Philippines, and it's Turkey. And it ends up being somewhat of a hedge here for Gingey as he crushes Mada, 3,300 points, wipes him clean.
Turkey makes sense with a no car visible.
Wow.
Yep.
But clearly that was hard.
It's always hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
What a guess.
Man, you know, Geolotris was Arthur-fisted watching this round.
Yeah,
it's Turkey. You know, he was yelling that.
Yeah. Wow, what a game. But was that a good handshake? I didn't get to see it.
Wait, we had another Gingey incident?
We did a replay?
Yeah, we didn't watch that back.
Well, technically, to Ludwig standards, it's up to Mada to make the handshake.
That's true. Second place in that situation. So, yeah, Gingey, he was just there winning, enjoying his moment. And what a win it was. That was actually so clean. I mean, he showed so much strength right there. It makes me wonder, you know, how good he is going to be in these other matchups now. But he's proven everything he needs to so far.
He has the momentum now, so we'll see.
Yeah. So, well, we got an interview down on the floor with Gingey to get his thoughts.
That we certainly do. Launders. Gingey smooth 2-0. How do you feel it went winning out over Mada?
Nothing.
Sweet. So you're our current America's champ. Do you think you can go all the way here at the World Cup?
If I win the moving games, maybe. Otherwise, I'll probably get flawless.
Cool. How are you finding the time in Sweden so far? Stockholm, enjoying it?
Yeah, I like walking around, and I really like, because I don't really, it's Like, I mean, Stockholm is a really cool city and it has good public transit. It's really walkable, and I like walking.
Great. Yeah, we were walking on the mountain in LA, and it's been great to have you here so far. I have one other random question. Your avatar, is that Ice Spice?
Yeah, that is supposed here. Yeah.
And why is that?
I don't really listen to her music, but one of her songs sounds good. That's all. But it's not like I really like her songs or anything.
Nice. All right. Well, Gingey, always a pleasure to chat. Anything that you'd like to say to the fans watching at home?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to JC and Zurich, but specifically JC for teaching me left smudge, bird, poop, Gen 3, card, burnt wire, half cut antenna is only that western road in Kazakhstan.
Absolutely. Gingey, congratulations on that win. Let's head back to the desk.
Great insights from Gingey there, especially seeing as someone who doesn't like learning